So, like, I think you hit the thing that I was actually asking from, which is like, I'm already coming from a stance where I think I'm wrong. Slash, like I have been wrong, but I'm saying like my body and what it's telling me is wrong. So like I'm thinking like, okay, like I think that if it's telling me, hey, drink some juice, I'm actually like wondering, like, did I give the charge inefficient for me to even want to drink? That was actually like what I'm trying to ask.
Great question.
So that like I don't drink, like in terms of like that, not like if I'm thirsty, yeah, I'm gonna drink something. But I mean, like, is there a kind of like how you showed me the percentages? It just collapsed time, energy, and efficiency so fast. I'm wondering in terms of that with charge, like,
Yes.
yeah, motion blur, huh?
Artifacts looks crazy.
So I'm wondering with that, whenever I'm moving or something.
Are we blurry for you guys? Like, can y'all? There's like a lot of like artifacts and pixelation. So yeah. So one thing is this: taking the time to know yourself. That's the main thing, and know why. That's what the guide is. The guide tells you, hey, this is going to speed up knowing yourself. So when you get the guide, you read it, you're like, oh snap, I do have these symptoms or these things happening in my life. Oh, that's what that means. It speeds you up in the process of knowing yourself. So to know why you're there's nothing wrong with drinking. You just have to know why you're thirsty. There's nothing wrong with eating. You just got to know why you're hungry. I haven't eaten in 200 and almost 30 days, nearly 230 days. But I tell you guys to eat every single day because that's the best thing for you. But what about you? Well, I did a lot of stuff to get here. You haven't done anything. You have no idea what I did to get here. So people see me and they don't understand what I just said, even about if you still believe there's good and bad, you can't get to 200 days. If you still believe in positive and negative, like negative energy, positive energy, you can't get to 200 days because you're already seeing life in an inefficiency, which wastes energy automatically. And if you think that I'm here because I'm just not eating, then you're not even understanding what I'm actually doing. So no wonder you can't get there. So guys will and girls will see me like, oh, I want to be like Mikey. But they don't understand, like I'm on top of a mountain in Nepal. Are you going to be on top of a mountain in Nepal to get to day 230? Probably not. Well, then you should probably eat every day. There's nothing wrong with eating every day. It's beneficial for you. If anybody wants you to fast, they are just speaking from their own insecurity because they need money. They need promotion. They need to tell you something of a trend that's trending right now so they can hop on the money train. I'm telling you the opposite of the trend, which, probably even threatens financial gain because it's the opposite of the trend. It's the counter trend. Everybody's doing this way. You can go over there and get a bunch of money. Like, oh, here's how you do a 20-day fast. I can make a lot of money if I told people how to fast. I can make a lot, but I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the results, for the power. To have this power, there can be no deception inside of me. This is built upon honesty. That's the mountain is honest. It will tell you how durable you are. You cannot lie to the mountain. And even the locals know this. The mountain will eat you alive. You cannot lie. You cannot act like there's a step there if there's not. There's no deception. You will fall off the cliff. We are thousands of feet up in the air. Any wrong move could just completely destroy your life. You could break your leg, you can fall off, you can pass, you can be unalived. So the mountain will always reveal the truth. Well, you are the mountain as well because you're made of earth. But if you're not solidified in honesty and transparency with yourself and with the community around you, you are fickle and you break off and you fracture and you're very flaky. Flaky people, right? Flaky. Yeah, it tastes good, but man, it's not. Croissants taste amazing, but you can't build a house out of it. You can't be flaky. And people are trying to fast, but they're still flaky. You got to fix this stuff. This is the most, you eating or not eating is not the main thing. You not lying to yourself is the main thing. Because as long as you lie to yourself, you'll flake apart. You'll fall apart like a house of cards. You have to be established within yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to stop lying to yourself. So you got to find the lies. And it may take a year to do that because you probably have 2,000 lies inside of you that you've been lying since you were born. But once you disperse and dispel all the lies and you solidify yourself in honesty and truth and who and what you actually are, then all of a sudden you conserve so much energy, then you can go greater lengths without eating because you are so founded upon what is actual. The only reason I'm here is because I'm real. If I wasn't real, you would see through me. I'd be transparent. I would be not real. But I am real because I'm built on what is real. So the less real you are, the less reality you take up. The more real you are, the more reality you take up, even in your aura, even in your field. But if you're not real, you can compensate with synthetics like steroids to give you a false sense of reality. So if you're not living in reality, you can get some steroids, some injections, or some like implants or whatever to try to take up more space. The woman who is real will take up more space. The man who is real will take up more space. But you cannot be built upon lies because lies themselves will actually deplete you. And even the opposite, they'll make you more round. You have a bunch of trauma inside of you that actually make you gain weight as well. There's a specific geometric shape that every person's aligned to when they live inside of divinity. Divinity is transparency. Transparency is honesty. Honesty allows the light to shine through uninterrupted so you can express the fullness of you. But if you have distortion in your glass, then when the light comes out, it's dim. You don't shine that bright. So it's not about eating, not eating. It's not about, well, should I drink? Should I not drink? It's about getting all the energy you can to know yourself and all the lies you've told or not told or this or that, and then build yourself from the most fundamental core out. That's what this is. That's what the guide is. That's what I'm talking about. That's what all this stuff is.
Thanks for bringing it all back together.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What are you consuming?
Right now, we're consuming the cloud. I can turn the camera around for you guys to see.
And what do you drink throughout the day?
So there's the clouds. You can see them kind of even passing through. This is where we're in. So I'm breathing this in. That's my consumption right there. I'm breathing in water in the air. That's my hydration. Whew, that Naruto run. Yeah.
So I think that's all the questions, but I can keep asking you questions.
Let me see here. I think the internet is slower because the cloud coverage and stuff like that. But if that was the end of it, it's cool.
Okay.
I don't really mind.
Man, you moving like that in the thing?
Yeah.
It looks like your aura is moving with you, you know?
Yeah, I get like all the heat radiating from like. I'll do it like this.
Where are you?
We are in, you want to tell them?
We are in Nepal.
In the nipples.
Did you write a book?
Kinda. I have a guide, like a step-by-step manual of how to live. It's just, I call it the life guide because it guides you on how to live life. It'll make you stronger and more energetic, more aware, more conscientious. It'll give you an understanding about what reality is so you can get what you want. You want money? You want a partner? You want travel? Well, you need energy to do any of those things to accomplish and obtain any of those things. So it teaches you how to get the energy so you can have whatever you want. It's very powerful.
Where is your guide?
Linked in the bio, or go to MikeyBreathes.com. Breathes, like big inhale breath.
Yeah!
MikeyBreathes.com. It's the most powerful thing you'll ever apply to your life. It's, oh my God, it's it's transformed so many people's lives. It's made them successful, like wealthy and rich. It's made them happy. It's given them partners, because it's all energy. Like everything I'm telling you is energy. So like money bonds to you because an energetic output. People bond to you because of an energetic output. All this stuff happens because of the energy that you're in. And if you have no energy, of course you're going to be in poverty. Of course you don't have any energy to be successful or wealthy. It takes energy for anything. Of course your relationship didn't last. You had no energy. I've been with Sasha for 15 years. I've consistently put in energy for 15 years. Nearly half of 30 years. So I'm like halfway towards 30.
Yo!
I've been with Leigh for 6 years. So I put in energy for 6 years. Come on. You want to come out? Yeah, girl. You want to Love you, baby. Mwah. So it takes energy to do anything, and you have to have energy. If you don't have energy, no wonder you're not successful or rich or this or that. It's just energy. It's just energy. So the guide teaches you how to stop leaking energy, start getting energy, and how to sustain energy so you can direct and apply energy. It's the most powerful thing. It's like a manual for like an electrician of like how to direct currents and wires and AC and DC voltage and stuff like that, except for your body. It's so freaking powerful. It's how I look like this. I haven't eaten in nearly 230 days. I haven't worked out in 6 years, but I understand how to sustain energy because this is my body's just solidified energy. That's it. So therefore I can walk around and go around and still look like this and be like this. And I grew. I feel like I'm taller. I feel like a giant. I feel like a freaking giant, bro. I think I got taller.
Yeah. Usually he's like right here, but then now he's like right here.
I feel that, but either way.
You haven't eaten?
I have not eaten in minutes. It's been some time since Mongolia.
Leah said, I press on your link, I can't get it open.
You can go to MikeyBreathes.com. That's it, yeah. Or theguide.life. Either or. It's there. Type in a URL or whatever. It should work. Actually, here, look, let's try here. You can go to my profile, MikeyBreathes. The link in there. Theguide.life web browser. Loading. Disclaimer. In-app browsing allows you to open web and link things. Yeah, it works. But you know, it's the internet. Like, you guys have been using it literally all your life, so if you want it, you'll get it. Maybe your life is showing you, like, bro, like, do you actually want it? Will you go the links to get something that would help your life and change your life? Because everything, it costs. It costs time, energy, attention, finances, emotion, like everything. Like nothing's mono, or nothing's like myopic. Everything costs multiple things. When you go to the store, you got to drive to the store. You have to work to get the money. You have to feel what you want. You have to take time shopping. You have to put in the basket. You have to talk to people, or like at least go to a register to count your own stuff. So it like nothing is just a transfer of money. Everything's a transfer of dedication. How dedicated. I don't have discipline. I do not have discipline. Okay? Hear me out here. I do not have discipline. Okay? I have dedication. And when you have dedication, you don't need discipline. Dedication over discipline any day. I'm not disciplining myself to be with Sasha or Leigh. I'm not disciplining. Okay, Mikey, just rough it up, bro. No, I'm dedicated. And with that dedication comes compassion and love and loyalty and kindness and sweetness, but also awareness, consistency, application. So with dedication, there's no need for discipline. I'm just dedicated. Of course I'm here. Of course I do this. Of course I do that. So in the same way, when you're going to get the guide, like, if this link doesn't work, then try the other link. If that doesn't work, then try this. If that doesn't link, message me. It doesn't, like, just make it happen. That's how I got here to the mountains of Nepal. I just didn't give up. I never quit. I just kept going. All right, okay, I got to get the visa. Like, even whenever we came here to Nepal, like, Sasha signed us up for the online visa. For whatever reason, that didn't work. So we had to show up and arrive and try to get a visa on arrival, but you can't get one to the station. You go to this computer monitor to go get one. So we signed up there, but that wasn't even working. It wasn't showing this, so you have to just keep going. Just keep doing, just keep moving. Just, like, if that's going to be what makes you give up, then, like, no wonder you don't have it, because you'd give up for that. I haven't given up with Sasha for 15 years. I haven't given up with Leigh for 6 years. I haven't given up with myself for 37 years. You just keep going. Thank you.
Do you have multiple wives?
I have multiple lovers, yes.
Do you
Dude,
drink
that stick
fruits?
moving looks good. Yeah, I drink fruit juice. Yeah.
Do you have an open relationship?
No, I do not have an open relationship. I'm very specific and picky. It's not like, hey, come all be all. Like, you gotta have the right energy. If you don't have the right energy, like, no one wants you here. Oh my gosh, you have to have the right energy. It's very important.
Have a wonderful day, Mikey. I'm going to head back to work now.
Bye-bye. And you can read out who these are from.
Okay. That's from FCG.
Yo, oh, okay, yeah. For sure.
Punk for Life says, why did you even get married if you knew you were poly?
There's a lot of assumptions there. Why did you even, if you, like, you're assuming that this, you're assuming that this, you're assuming that all these things. So the main thing isn't about me and why. It's mainly about, like, why assume on this part and not ask the question, like, hey, did you know that did you, because if not, you're going to go into your own realm of confusion, which is going to hold you back. Assumptions perceived as actuality always leads you into distortion and confusion every single time. Every single time. But to answer your question, like, I don't know what tomorrow brings. I didn't know I'd be there. Like you're assuming a lot of stuff that is not actual. I didn't know a lot of that stuff. Yeah.
Can your lovers have other lovers?
Who's this from?
It's from Kayla.
Kayla, what up? Can my lovers have other lovers? Well, you have to ask them. Because if you were to ask me, that question means I have ownership over a human life. I don't play that game, bro. I don't own humans. I don't tell them what they can and cannot have. I'm not their daddy. I'm not their owner. I'm not their master. I can't tell a person what they can and cannot have. It's up to them. So can they have it? That's their own choice.
What does the stick help with?
Opening my spine and my shoulders.
What kind of workouts do you do?
Who are these from, baby? Will you read?
Okay.
Let me
What
know who
kind
they're
of
from. I
workouts
gotta know
do
their
you
name. If I
do?
don't
It's
know the
from
name, I can't send them good
Leia.
energy.
That's from Leia.
Yo, Leia, what's up? What type of workouts do I do? I don't. I just meditate a lot and I move a little bit here and there to kind of open myself up and stretch, but I haven't worked out in 6 years. So no workouts. Working out puts you backwards. It sends you back.
Kayla asked, okay, can I ask who is reading the questions? Yes, you totally can.
Yes, Kayla, you can ask who's reading the questions.
Okay, Leia said hi.
Hey, Leia, what's up?
Okay, Allie asked, should I avoid eating meat?
Okay, I guess I am people's master. I will tell you, I want people to be free, but I think people want to enslave themselves and be told what to do. Okay. Leia, right?
This is Allie.
Oh, Allie, I'm sorry. No, you should not avoid eating meat. If you're going to cut off a whole classification of consumables, then you're limiting yourself in your own body. There's no need to do that if you want hyperbolic results. So yes, eat meat. It's okay. I'd say mainly eat like other things besides like muscle meat. But yeah, eat animals. It's very powerful. Most animals eat animals. Even cows eat animals. Cows eat snakes sometimes, and horses have eaten chickens, and sheep I've seen them eat birds. Even herbivores eat animals.
Ben Bra asked, how was your time in Colombia a year or so ago?
Colombia was like over 2 years ago, man. Thimbra. Man, it was magical. It was very eye-opening. There was a lot of worry and fear in my life. And it was the transition into moving into the fullness of my dreams. That was like the first step, was Colombia. I was there with Lay, Sashi, and Sammy. And that was a huge growth experience for me. Danny was also there as well. That was also a huge growth experience for me. Danny, I love you, bro, but man, I wish he wasn't there. It would but like that's what it was. It had to be what it was because that's the person I was to be in that situation. But ultimately, like, it taught me a lot. I love Colombia. It was amazing. And I was also in the mountains of Colombia both times. Super beautiful, but not as high as this.
Ali asked, how does the fasting work? I never understood. I feel like I didn't get much information from your videos.
Okay, great. Ali, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, I'll say what I say in my videos here. don't fast. That's how it works. Don't do it. That's why you don't get information about fasting, is because I tell you not to fast. Like, I love you guys so much, but I have said this for 4 years. Do not fast, do not fast, do not fast. In almost every single video and every single caption I write it. Maybe this is a bot, maybe this is AI, maybe this is something like that, but do not fast. Don't fast. That's how it works. Don't do it. You shouldn't fast. Don't fast. Do not fast. That's the best way. I'm going to go on the record saying, don't fast. Do not fast. If you're hungry, eat. If you're thirsty, drink. If you got to poop, poop. If you got to pee. Don't starve yourself or restrict yourself or force yourself. Stop that stuff, man. Don't fast. My bro, I love your haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Super fresh, man.
What is it?
Honey?
Honey?
Oh, it's a honeycomb.
Okay.
Pure honey. That's cool.
Huh.
I'm good now, but thank you. Thank you, brother. I love you, man.
Thank you.
Man, that haircut's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's thick. Yeah, don't fast, man. Like, don't, like
least...
that's why I say in every video, do not fast. I say that in every video. That's why you don't understand how the fasting works, because I tell you don't do it, so I don't even go into how to fast, because it's stupid to fast. Fasting's dumb. It is stupid. If you are hungry, the intelligent thing keeping you alive, your heart beating, your lungs breathing, the body that you're in, is trying to help you stay alive. So if you force it against its feelings and what it wants, then you're hurting yourself in your life. If your body's hungry, just eat. Now, you should eat what I say in the guide, vitamin A through mineral zinc and everything else like that. But nonetheless, if this mechanism that keeps you alive and running says eat, then just do it. Stop starving yourself. It's stupid. Allie, I love you. You're amazing.
Allie said, oh, I thought you said too fast.
Oh my God.
If you got any tips on how to make it clear, let us know.
Yeah, can I? Hey, look, if I'm not clear enough, let me know, guys. Like, if for whatever reason you think I'm telling you to fast, if you got some tips for me, let me know. If I can make it any more clear, saying do not fast, let me know. If maybe I got like emphasize on the not part, or say no more. Maybe no is confusing because it could be KNOW. No fast. Oh, Michael's saying know how to fast. When Michael says no fasting, he says KNOW fasting. No fasting. I must
like
know
thyself.
Yeah, know thyself, no fasting. I was like, that's not what I'm saying. Do not fast. But he did say do and do not. So maybe he's saying do fast. Maybe this is an encrypted message that might be saying. No, bro, I'm just telling you, don't freaking fast. Like, don't fast. Don't fast. Do not fast. No fasting. Fasting's bad. Very bad. Bad stuff. I'm using bad because people don't get it. But there's no bad. There's no good. There's only detriment and benefit, okay? There's only the acceleration of the equilibrium that sustains you in life. That's it. What's the word I'm looking for? Homeostasis, right? There's only things that lead toward the expansion and the longevity of homeostasis, and there's things that cripple it, and that would take you out. There's benefit and there's detriment, but there's no good, there's no bad, because everything is to show you, right? But I'm going to use this term so you guys can understand easily that I mean do not fast. Fasting is bad. Eat food good. Starving is bad. Fasting, anorexia, same thing. Fasting is anorexia. Fasting is just anorexia. Fasting is socially acceptable anorexia. Fasting is just anorexia. But I don't care what the gurus do. I don't care what fitness people, I don't care what anybody does. Mikey is taking a stand and saying fasting is anorexia, okay? The guy who looks like this and who looks younger, I don't look like I'm almost middle-aged. I don't look like I'm like 40. Okay, I look like usually people think I'm in my 20s. It's telling you how to stay looking in your 20s. Don't starve yourself. People who starve themselves and fast look older. They do.
Allie said, got you now. I appreciate you.
I love you, Allie, so much. You are so beautiful. You are such a sweet and special girl, and you're amazing. And I love every bit of you. I think you're amazing. I get it. The message can be unclear sometimes, so I'm going to let everyone know fasting is bad. I love you.
Ben Bra said, I've been a follower for a couple years. Glad to hear you're growing and keep up the hard work.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's actually, I'm going to say that's a manipulation too. There's no hard work. Like, nothing I do is hard. The hardest thing that I have to do is to relay the message to not fast. That's the hardest thing I have. I say, hey, don't fast. And people are like, okay, how do I fast then? You don't. Everything else is a piece of cake. It's so easy. Life is so easy. So there's no hard work.
Okay.
Wait, I'm going to say this. If it's hard, you're doing it wrong. Life should never be hard. Pooping should come out easy. Sleeping should be deep. Relationships should be joyful. Eating should be pleasurable. Hunger should never even happen. If it's hard, you're doing it wrong. That's the guide to life. That's my guide. When you get my guide, I show you how to live the easiest life possible and get the best results with no cheating, no shortcuts, no diets or injections or supplements. Just literally connecting with yourself and loving yourself on a higher degree, so you can have everything you've ever wanted. If it's hard, you're doing it wrong. Relationships should not be hard. I've been in multiple for years, okay, decades even. Never should be hard. If it's hard, you're doing it wrong.
Also, Ali or Ollie said, I'm a guy, LOL, my name is pronounced Ollie, sorry for the confusion.
Oh, my bad. Hey, you're a strong, handsome man, and you are so awesome and honorable, and people love you, and they respect and admire you because you are such a rugged man who is honored in his city, town, community, wherever you are. What an awesome man you are, Ollie. Keep it up, bro.
Josh said, but it boosts HGH, and high HGH is needed for growth development.
Why do you want to grow? So you're already manipulating yourself, not liking yourself, thinking that you need to grow, that you need to finagle yourself to some degree of growth. See? Here we go. But fasting helps boost HGH for growth. Like, why do you need to grow? You're already displacing yourself, saying, I don't like where I am. Let me manipulate myself to get over there. You're not going to be any happier when you get that. That's the insecurity that perpetuates all this. But it does, because you don't like where you are. That's the real problem, is that you don't like when you are. When you love where you are, guess what? I don't need to fast for HGH. I don't need to fast for growth hormone. I don't need to. When you love yourself, all the beauty of what you actually are comes out, and you don't have to manipulate yourself to do it. You don't need to. That's fasting for HGH. Is just the mechanism to convince you to do it. Who cares? I'm going to go on the record saying, who cares? Who cares about testosterone? That's just the manipulation. Well, here's a reason. Now go and do it. If you need a reason to do it, then you don't want to do it. When you actually, I don't need a reason to be with Lay or Sasha. I just want to be with them. Yeah, well, I mean, if I'm with Lay, I could probably blah, 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 blah. If you're trying to convince yourself, you're saying that you don't even believe it or you want to do it. And that's why you keep getting confused. Yeah, but fasting does this and this and this and this and this and this. Why do you even need that if you want to do it? If you're hungry, just eat, bro. Actually, not eating depletes HGH, puts you in a cortisol state of releases. Oh my God, puts you in a stress state to release a bunch of cortisol that would actually deplete your hormones and block them. And you wouldn't create HGH because you're too stressed out. But the real question is, why don't you just create HGH naturally, like you normally do? Oh, you do? Oh, wow, you mean I'm already creating HGH? Yeah, well, quit blocking it. Will probably be a lot better than trying to boost it with a gimmick by starving yourself. But the problem is not even starving yourself or not starving yourself. The problem is that you don't like yourself, and that's the problem. The problem is you don't like yourself, which is why you're trying to change yourself, which is a never-ending black hole that you just throw your energy, your time with supplements or plastic surgery, or you're just throwing into this pit of nothingness, and it's never built up. And at the end of it, you still don't like yourself because it didn't change. The whole purpose of this is to know yourself. And when you know yourself, you build from yourself. And that's how you build this. Not by manipulating HGH. Well, if I do this and get an HGH boost, testosterone, F HGH. This is coming from the guy who looks like this. I don't ever think about testosterone. I don't ever think about HGH. I just have huge man boobs, which is the reason I got into all this stuff, because I had boobies. I had gynecomastia like crazy. I developed it at 9 years old. And I hated it. And I did everything to try to get rid of it. except love myself. And the moment I love myself, dude, my body form, now it looks like this. Flat chest. No surgery. No surgery. I had to think about HGH or trying to do testosterone or lower estrogen. I just had to like actually love myself and care for myself. And when you love yourself and you care for yourself, you'll stop starving yourself and disciplining yourself and restricting yourself and whipping yourself and forcing yourself. You actually start loving yourself and moving with yourself. It's a better life. It makes it so much easier. But guess what? Everybody out in the media, social and mainstream, is telling you the exact opposite. Hate yourself. They're telling you that you need to get surgery, you need to get on this, you need to get on that medication, you need to inject yourself with this, you need to do that, you're not good enough, all those stuff. But once you said, hey, look, you're here, start loving yourself where you are, you end up blossoming into everything that you're supposed to be. And it's so easy. You don't have to starve yourself, bro. Yeah, but it does autophagy. Hey, your body already does all that crap anyway. Your body always is in autophagy, like in an autophagetic state. Always. And to some degree. You're never 0% off. It's always eating old cells and making new. Always. You're always making HGH because you wouldn't have grown from a 1-year-old to a 12-year-old unless there was some HGH there. Were you fasting at 5? You're like, oh, now I'm going to starve myself. So when I'm 6, I'm going to be ripped. Yeah. No, you just ate. When you're hungry, guess what? You grew anyway. They're manipulating you, bro. Stop doing it wrong and you'll stop getting these wrong things. Oh my God, dude.
Josh said, appreciate the message, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you too, Josh. But you know what I'm saying though, right? Everything in mainstream is telling you what to do because you don't like yourself. So they're telling you to do this stuff because you don't actually love yourself. You'd only listen to them because you don't love you. And my message is the opposite. Quit listening to them and just focus on you. How do you feel? You hungry? Eat. And when you do just what you're feeling to do, not manipulate in the head, like, okay, well, society tells me I need to do this, I need to do that. Not this stuff, but like, what are you feeling? What's in here? Not I feel sad, I feel happy, but like, hey, do I feel hungry? Do I feel tired? Do I feel sleepy? Okay, go to bed, wake up. Am I rested enough? Okay. You start listening to this, and all of a sudden you start reforming yourself and you're shaped into a different type of being. You start just having all the results that you wanted physically. I'm physically capable to do whatever it is I need to do. And I don't even do anything to become physically capable except pay attention to myself. I don't train. I don't work out. So no fasting. Fasting's bad. Who cares? Well, you know what? Smoking could actually increase your ability to resist stress. Doesn't mean I'm going to smoke. Alcohol could actually make you relax. So the benefits of alcohol is relaxation. It can actually make your muscles looser so you'd be more flexible. Same thing as fasting. Fasting, what boosts HGH? It's all stupid. Eat if you're hungry. Drink if you're thirsty. Know yourself. All right, what else we got?
Josh asked, bro, I need to know what you eat.
Get the guide, linked in bio. It has all the food in there, listed out, hundreds of them, hundreds of different items that I eat. What else?
Kayla asked, haven't you not eat in over 200 days?
Not eating and fasting are two different things. Fasting, you are denying yourself. No, I'm not going to eat. Me, I will eat the moment I'm hungry. I'm just not hungry yet. Super simple. Fasting is restriction, discipline, force, willpower. You have to do it on purpose. Me, I'm just like, whatever, I'm chilling. I'm not hungry yet. If I'm hungry, I'll eat. If I'm thirsty, I'll drink. I'm not thirsty. So I'm not drinking right now.
Jay asked, how do you feel about nicotine pouches?
It's all stupid, bro. Anytime that they extract a compound and try to give it to you, it's just messing up your chemistry, your biology inside and everything else, all the compounds. Know yourself and you won't need that. You can get nicotine from eating plants. Just eat the plant, bro.
All right, that's all the questions.
Wow, what a speech, man. Especially that fasting stuff, because they manipulate you guys so much. Yeah, but it increases autophagy and HGH. It's like, if you need a reason, bro, you're already lost.
I thought it was cool how you said the whole, like, not feelings like I feel like this, but it's like, okay, I feel hungry, I feel like this. Because then it's about like care and putting like action to what you're feeling.
100%. It's not about emotional feelings, happy, sad. It's about sensory perception. I'm sensing that, hey, it's cold. Hey, it's hot. Hey, I'm tired. Hey, I'm hungry. If anything, sense your emotions outside of you. Hey, I'm noticing I'm more happy than usual. Hey, I'm noticing I'm more angry. Not, hey, I'm happy, I'm angry. No, sense your emotions outside of you. But you only do that if you already know yourself. I teach you how to know yourself in the Discord by these specific meditations to separate yourself and see yourself outside of yourself by controlling your mind and honing your mind in. Your mind. It's not about sensing emotions, like how do I feel emotionally? It's about how do I feel in my sensory perception. Do I hear ringing in my ears? Is my vision bright? Is it dull? Does my skin feel dull? Am I sensitive in my body? If somebody touches me, am I ticklish? You shouldn't be ticklish. I mean, all these things, man. There's so many things.
Fresh fruit juices are the best. Lots of energy.
Fresh fruit juices are horrible for you. Just eat the fruit, bro. Sis. Fresh fruit juices suck. Don't have juice. Juice is stupid because you're extracting all the other minerals in the freaking fruit. Eat the fruit and the peel if you can. Ta-da! Eat the orange peel, at least part of it, like till you can't eat anymore. If you intake watermelon, eat the rind too. Don't have juice.
All right, that's it.
I'm not trying to be contrary to everybody, but I'm saying like you've been manipulated to literally live the opposite of what's true. I look like this because I am living counter to what everything else says.
I think you are contrary to everyone because everyone feeds on society.
Yeah,
so that means you are by default.
I guess I'm a contrarian.
Yahoo!
I'm even using that term in the right way.
I think the way that it's used, no, but that is what it is.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So no, dude, don't have fruit. That's so stupid. Why would you have fruit juice when you could just eat the fruit and it has more minerals? Ta-da! And it's slower on your digestion. And it's easier on your pancreas. And it doesn't shock your body.
Oh.
Just eat the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much better and you get more and it costs less. You mean you're going to squeeze this thing to get a drop out of it? You're going to pay $5 for that? When you're going to throw the minerals away? Like the most minerals are in the peel. Like even in the apple, all the minerals are in the skin and the core. And even the seeds, you should eat the seeds too. The apple seeds. Why would you throw them away? Or the orange seeds, why do you spit them out? Eat them. What are you talking about, bro? You guys are crazy. What is wrong with y'all? The world has manipulated you. It has been your daddy and has told you everything that's wrong. So that's why it's so hard to get results. Me, I'm on the opposite side. I get results so easy and I don't even do any of that stuff.
It's kind of like the world's going backwards as you're going forward.
Dude, the world's backwards, bro. If you have to work out to get results, you're doing it wrong. If you have to try to juice or detox, like if you have to detox, you're doing it. Your body's already detoxing always. Your body's always trying to put you in the greatest state of homeostasis, always. Even the gods agree. They shine upon me right now. The sun comes out as I say that. It's literally the exact opposite of what culture tells you. You should not work out. You should not take supplements. You should not juice. You should not detox. You should not fast. None of those stuff are good. What should I do, Mikey? You should sleep, eat, and love yourself.
Because it says so said.
Because it says so, I like it. Because it says so.
Oh, because I said so. Okay.
I'm funny.
No, you just blend the watermelon. Fiber's still intact.
No, you don't blend the watermelon. It's called your teeth, silly. You use your teeth as a mechanism to induce saliva and enzymes in your saliva combined with what you're chewing down so you can absorb it. If you just drink it, there's no saliva. It doesn't even absorb into your body as much. And you just end up urinating it out.
It's kind of like the machine intervened.
Yeah, the machine's getting in your way. What are you, a baby? You need to throw it for you? Blah. You need to like chew it for you. You can't use your jaw? Are you silly? What? What are you talking about? No, you just blend it with water. No. You know you burn calories by chewing? Maybe that might be good. Maybe that activates your digestion tract so that way you can start absorbing it versus just drinking it. So that way you actually are able to intake what you're even paying for. You guys are silly. You're trying to paint the picture versus just living in it. I don't have to paint this mountain. I could just look at it.
Sherry said,
you're at the concert filming the band or the artist versus just being in the concert. You guys are trying to make a product. Yeah, but if I get this watermelon and I blend it, why wouldn't you just eat it? Yeah, but if I blend it, I got to do something. Humans feel the need to intervene because they feel invalidated unless they do something. They do that because they don't know themselves. Stop it. Just eat the freaking fruit. It's better if you chew anyway. It activates your saliva. It activates your digestion. You're going to absorb it better. It's going to be slower on your system anyway. You probably wouldn't even juice the rind either. So even if you did juice watermelon, you wouldn't even get the most nutritious part, the rind. That's where the benefit is anyway. Humans are so weird.
so Sherry and Caesar say something that's kind of similar to each other. Sherry said, you literally say to fast, and Caesar said, didn't you used to fast? If so, when did you figure out it wasn't good for you?
Do you see what I'm saying, guys? Sherry said that she's trying to quote me that I say to fast. Do you see? That's the hardest part about what I do. That is the crazy. I literally just spent 20 minutes saying, do not fast, do not fast, do not fast. And Sherry's like, but you say to fast.
I think it's that they cannot fathom that people don't get hungry longer than a couple hours.
I don't think that anyone's ever said not to fast. I think I'm the only person ever in history to say don't fast. I think they just automatically assume, oh, fitness guy, he must fast, intermittent, keto, carnivore. Hey, what are you, vegan or carnivore? Like, their mind is so limited, it can only be 2 boxes. It can never be outside the box. I've never heard anybody else say don't fast. Now that I say this, there'll probably be people say, oh, don't fast. But even Sherry's like so much like in the box. It's like, don't you say to fast. All right, yes, pull up the video where I said to fast. Pull up the time. I've never said to fast, ever. Have I fasted before? Yes. And I'm telling you, don't fast. I've never told a person. I've never in my life told another person to fast, ever. Ever. In nearly 40 years, I have never told a person to fast. Never on camera, never on a live, never off camera. Never have I suggested for a person to fast, ever.
You need to slow, okay?
Yeah, you actually, it's the opposite. You need to slow down. But humanity, they're so blocked and they've been so trained that they see a person like, oh, you said it fast. No, I didn't. Yeah, but you said it. No, I didn't. You did. Okay, show me. Okay, but I remember you saying it. No, you don't, because I never said it. That should be concerning to society. That should like wake you guys up. Like, I spent 20 minutes saying do not fast, and then very next comment says, yeah, but you say to fast. That's how blocked people's brains are. That is alarming. You watch too much Speed. I Show Speed, or freaking you watch too many soap operas or daytime TV. Like, your brain, guys, like literally. Because you just automatically assume, even like Punk for Life, right? And I'm cool for you guys. Like, I love you. I'm not mad. I'm actually kind of slightly just like alarmed this keeps happening. Said like, well, they said, well, why do you even get married if you knew you were going to be poly? I'm like, there's so many assumptions in this. Like, you guys just automatically assume, and that's why you have so many problems in your life. You'd have less problems if you stop assuming. It is crazy that you have if you stopped assuming, you'd have so many less problems. It is crazy that I'm like, either this is bots messing with me and I'm like going off over here, which I don't think that Sherry's a bot. I love you, Sherry. I'm here for you. I love you. I'm not mad or even saying anything bad. I'm just saying, like, I literally spent 20 minutes saying, do not fast. And then you say, but you tell us to fast. This is what I'm dealing with. There is just like a disconnect in the human brain. I think it's all the chemicals. Hairspray, hair dye, makeup, soaps, toothpaste, perfumes, colognes, deodorant, aftershave, shaving cream. That those chemicals are seeping into you and they are damaging your brains to where you guys are incoherent. And if I say don't fast, you're like, but you're telling us to fast. It's making you incompatible with reality. That you can't even see or hear or sense what's actually being said. And you're automatically going off of baseless theories and assumptions. But you tell us to fast. I've never said that. Even before, when I fasted back in the day, because I fasted before, I never told anybody to fast. Because even from a young age, I never believed it was healthy. I've never in my entire life believed that fasting was the answer. Never. And I've been fasting since 2004 was the first time I started fasting. And I would test, I would try different stuff. And like my friends like, oh dude, yeah, you did like a 3-day, oh, you went 3 days and blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm like, yeah, but don't do it. Never in my life have I ever told anybody, never. But in people's heads, like, oh, Mikey's telling us to fast. When literally all my captions, all my videos, everything says, do not fast. How to get here? Don't fast. I got here by eating every single day. I love you. You're good. Actually,
I started feeling a little bit.
you're awesome. Thank you so much. I know this is a lot. This is a lot. Anyway. All right. Guess who's on the mic now? Sashi. Oh, she's in there. Okay, cool. I love this one here. This is from Just Me Stacy. Why don't you ever have clothes on? Seriously. Because they're bad for you. See, take the words I actually say and go off those. Don't make up theories about me. You can if you want to, but like you're gonna have conflict in reality. Everything I'm saying is like actual, sustained, established, right? This is real. This is not real. I never say fast, ever, never. But I will say clothes are bad for you. They blunt your nervous system. They give you skin sensitivity. They build up toxins in your body. So the best way to have the best skin, I have great skin. I have great skin pigmentation, or skin color and everything else, like no pigmentation or anything like that. It's given me great skin. It's given me more energy. It's kept my natural oils. By not wearing clothes, clothes are bad for you. Clothes are really bad. They are. Even natural clothes, even like cotton, linen, they're still bad for you. You want to expose your body as much as possible. It's cold outside right now. I'm still not wearing clothes. Because guess what? Because I've been doing this for so long, I'm not even affected by the weather. Everyone else is in jackets and shoes and like pants. Now I can literally be anywhere and I'm not affected by it. My body has adapted to it, which it's fortified and established my body to become stronger. Not that I'm trying to do it for strength. I'm just seeing that if I wear these clothes, it's going to blunt me from my perception of reality. And I won't be able to detect as well. So clothes are bad for you. That I do. Clothes bad for you. Fasting, do not fast. Fasting's bad for you. All right, cool. Stacey says, I've never heard you address that, so I thought I would ask. Hey, thank you for asking. I love it. I'm just kind of, there's a feeling that I feel right now for people who think I say to fast, even though I've said in every video and every caption, do not fast. I say I don't fast. And I've explained what fasting is. Either way. I believe in people, maybe I believe in people too much that I would believe that they're coherent enough to understand the difference between not eating and fasting and anorexia and famine, starvation. Like these are different categories. Yeah, they're associated with eating, but you cannot eat because you don't have any food. That could be a reason. That's not a fast. It's called famine or poverty. You could be eating because you have a disorder, an eating disorder called anorexia, or even you could eat and throw it up called being bulimic. You could be religious and you could fast, and you could not eat during the day and not eat, which is intermittent fasting, which is, a religious purpose. Or you could say, I'm not going to eat for a set amount of days. That is actual fasting. 1 to 3 days, I will not eat. That's you're determining with willpower and force, no matter what you feel, you have set and saying, I'm not going to do this. Or you can just eat your next meal whenever you're hungry, which is intuitive eating. It's like, yeah, I'm not hungry. Are you fasting? No, I'm just not hungry. If you eat something and then 5 minutes later you don't want to eat because you just ate 5 minutes ago, that is not fasting. I don't care what people try to MacGyver and maneuver to say, like, oh, well, this term means this. Well, the moment you stop eating, you're fasting. No, you're still digesting, bro. Like you're still activating stuff. Like things are still going, okay? It's not fasting if you wait 5 minutes. You're trying to be great because you have nothing to grasp on your own life. So this thing is your greatness. And that's what people They feel invalidated, so they're trying to make anything their honor. I go 5 days without eating. I don't even care that even if I ate every day, it doesn't matter. Like, it wouldn't change. It's not about eating, not eating. And I've said this 1,000 times before. There's a difference between forcing yourself not to eat, even if you're hungry, and waiting to eat whenever you're hungry. Whether that waiting is an hour or 200 days, it does not matter. Whenever I'm hungry, I just eat. It's a huge difference. And you have to have intelligence to perceive the difference. But maybe I have too much faith in humanity. Maybe I need to treat them like freaking pre-K, like not even kindergarten, pre-K. This is a fast. Anyway. I love you. Amanda said, what are some things I can do to strengthen my teeth? Stop taking in anything processed. That's what destroys your teeth. Any man-made chemical compound, processed stuff, kills your teeth, bro. And then chew on bones, stuff like that. Chanzelimo says, what can I do to sleep my whole life? What can I do to sleep my whole life suffering insomnia? So what can you do to sleep? Because your whole life you've been suffering insomnia. I mean, guys, every question you have, the guide's going to solve. Any issue that you're facing, just get the guide. It's going to help you. But what can you do? Well, first off, you probably don't like yourself. So you're probably in a stress state, and you're probably like fearful in your environment. That something's going to happen. You don't trust yourself. You may have like lied to yourself in the past. Now you don't think you're a good person, and all this other stuff will induce that to make you stay up because you're looking for something because you don't feel safe with yourself. The moment you feel safe with yourself, you can bypass any of this stuff. You can go sleep whenever. I can go sleep right now if I wanted to, or I could stay up for 3 days. It doesn't matter because I trust myself and I'm with myself. So you have to come to the point of meditation to where you get to know yourself and who you are. Of course, like I say in the guide, vitamin A3 mineral zinc is going to help, and everything else I say as well. But ultimately, it's a lack of understanding yourself, and you can only do that by acknowledging yourself and observing yourself and communing with yourself and seeing what you believe about yourself, and then resolving that. You have to come to a resolution inside of you because something inside of you does not disagree. Something inside of you does not agree, so therefore you don't trust yourself to even sleep. Of course, lights, having lights on at night, any LED lights, you should have no lights on at night at all. No lights. No lights. Candlelight, maybe, but even candles are toxic. Maybe like a little glow light or something like that, but nothing that flickers and stuff like that, LED lights. But the main thing is your internal core. That's processing you that you're afraid, you don't trust, and it goes on and on from there. So I would say sit with yourself, observe yourself, do phase 1 through 4 meditations like I mentioned in my Discord. I have a Discord school. Go in there, do exactly as I tell you in phase 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the meditations. All this crap's going to come up, and whenever it surfaces, you're going to know what to do with it because I tell you how to deal with it in phase 4. So do that. I love you. Amanda says, hey, friend. What's up, girl? Oh, so many Amandas here. Yo, there's a lot of Amandas. Yeah, if you have a question, just redrop it and I'll read it. What can help gum disease? Same thing. Same thing. If you have gum disease, same thing I just said. You can only have a disease if there's incompatibility. So a dis-ease is dysfunction, like something's not functioning right. Well, something's throwing something into your functions to make it dysfunctional, and that's where this disease occurs. If you didn't have that thing thrown in, there would be no dysfunction, which means you wouldn't have the disease, which means you wouldn't have gum disease. It's toxins, chemicals, man-made products, and all this other stuff. Chanzelmo says, am I saying your name right? Probably not. Maybe so. Says, thanks. Where is your meditation? It's on the Discord channel in the training videos. No coconut. None of this coconut oil pulling, dude. That's just a compensation. You like, what do people do who don't have coconuts? Like, if you're in the mountains in Nepal, what do you do if you don't have coconut? These are gimmicks. These are band-aids for a deeper rooted issue. If you take in anything that is not of life, then you If you take in what's life, you won't have it. I have white teeth. I have strong teeth. I have no gum disease. Everything's great because I only partake in what's life. If you start partaking in anything that's not life, you break down, you become decrepit, you collapse on yourself, you decompose. So you have to take in and absorb what is actually life. And when you do, guess what? There is no disease, there's no dysfunction. It goes away. It resolves because you're so full of life, there's no room for death. So no coconut pulling, that's just a gimmick. You shouldn't need the coconut pull in the first place. Coconut oil is a process thing. That's a man-made thing. Coconut oil doesn't exist. There is a process at which to even get coconut oil. It's not even real. I love you guys. Network Effect says use of toothpaste leads to extreme tooth loss. Yeah, I don't actually use toothpaste. I make my own. We have a recipe in the guide of how to make your own toothpaste. That's the one I use. This person, Chan Zelmo, says, is it possible to change my skin and tighten? Of course. Your body wants to be tight. Your body wants to be formulated. So whenever you have that skin, whenever you live that life and you understand it's an energetic field, that field keeps you tight. I used to have loose, saggy skin. It's about your field. It's about around you. That's what I teach you in the guide. When you harmonize yourself and you enter the harmonic state, it restores your field, and that field keeps you in. That's why I have tight skin, even though I was overweight for so many years and had saggy skin for many years. Where's the guide? Never mind. Linked in bio, or go to MikeyBreathes.com. Thank you for sharing this, guys. I love y'all. I'm really big on the actually, another way to tighten your skin is to go in my Discord, and I have training videos on how to do it as well. I used to have like very loose skin. I love y'all so much. I have training videos on how to do it. Cool. It's the whole fasting thing is like, people think I tell them to fast. Like, I've never told you that. Like, people are living in psychosis. And it's so crazy to see that. Like I never said that. People are like literally living in an alternate reality where they think something was there that wasn't. It's like the Mandela effect. Like, well, it's not the Mandela effect because I never said that. But they think it. So their minds just, I think the chemicals are causing so many gaps in people's brains that they have to automatically fill it in. You know how like you can't actually focus on everything in reality. So your mind kind of just like makes up the difference because you're driving and everything else. I think that there's so many gaps now in people's minds because of the toxins that they are just filling in the gaps with assumptions versus living in actual reality. Amanda says, I want that toothpaste recipe. Yeah, for sure. Go in the guide and get it. It's there. Network Effect says, been so long since I saw you on live. You were in Asia. How has your mom been back to see her? That's cool. Awesome. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been live. I took like a 6-month hiatus, kind of just chilling. I went live here and there, but like not really. Here, I've gone live like probably like 6 times since I've been here. I've been here for a week, so almost every day, you know. Probably even more than that. Probably more lives than that. I'm still in Asia. I'm in Nepal, and my mom, I haven't talked to her since maybe Pakistan, maybe Sri Lanka, not India. I talked to her in February because of my grandma's birthday. She's 77. But yeah, she should be, I think she's getting remarried. I'm like, Mom, wow. You go, girl. But yeah, I'm still in Asia. Is it possible to get rid of stretch marks? Yes, but that shouldn't be your goal. It's very possible to get rid of stretch marks, but that shouldn't be your goal. That's from Chan Zelmo. The stretch marks are there to indicate to you that you have not been loving yourself or paying yourself attention or like actually like caring for you. So everything, the pimples, the stretch marks, and everything is the indicator to say, hey, look, you're not paying attention to me. You're not giving me quality time. Not that you need to put a product on or some sort of cream. It's just, it's telling you the story of how this even happened. Oh yeah, perfect. Right there. Right. and you said that you hate your skin. That's what they said. That's the next comment. Like, you hate your skin. Yeah, of course you hate your skin. That's why you have stretch marks, because you hate your skin. You don't hate your skin because you have stretch marks. You first hated your skin, and the stretch marks have manifested. People have it backwards. People think like, oh man, I hate my skin because I have this. No, your skin only has that because you hated it. Before you ever announced it, you already just determined in your heart that you don't like this, so therefore it manifests in that way. So you have to start loving yourself. I did not like my chest. I had gynecomastia from the age of 9. I hated it. And guess what? It only got worse the more I hated it. The moment I started like loving myself and accepting myself, guess what? It nearly went away. My chest is like 80% flat compared to what it used to be. It starts with loving yourself. You gotta love yourself. Chanzelmo's like, how do I reverse? Instead of asking, how do I love myself? You see what I'm saying? Like you think you're the problem and you're trying to fix yourself when you need to find out where you are and love yourself from there. It's not about reversing anything. See, that's the perpetuation of the issue. Is like, well, how do I fix it? How do I reverse it? When I told you the problem came because you hate yourself. And instead of saying, well, how do I love myself? You just say, well, how do I reverse it? You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You have to first embrace where you are, acknowledge who you are. The guide's going to teach you all this stuff. So if you have the guide, it's going to help you like a step-by-step to do all this stuff. But once you actually embrace yourself and care for yourself, that's when your life gets better. But as long as you hate yourself and you don't like yourself, you'll keep having to gimmick and get plastic surgery or this or that to try to fix it, like this cream, that cream, 1,000 creams. But the root of it is you hate yourself. You gotta stop, or it's going to continue. You need to learn how to love you. Exactly. It's in the guide. Get the guide. Join the Discord. It's not a day. It's not going to be a day thing. Like, why I love myself. Tell me now. It is a journey. It is a process. It is an acknowledging. And at different levels comes different packets of knowledge. Because I can't tell you this level of knowledge about loving yourself when you're at this state. You said that first actualize that you hate yourself. And that's where these problems arise. This is okay, ready. Okay, link in bio. MikeyBreathes.com. Get the guide. Do everything it says. If you have the guide, you get a free week in my Discord. Or vice versa, join the Discord for a year membership and you get the guide and the meal plan for free. Listen to the voice memos. Do what I say. Do these meditations. Eat this food. Get this out of your life. Stop wearing makeup. Stop polluting your body. Stop hating yourself. Stop watching crappy content. Stop watching people who don't have the success that you want. Sis, if she has to put on makeup, she's still insecure. If she has to put on makeup, she's still insecure. She ain't a boss B. She ain't a bad B. If she has to put on makeup, she still hates herself. Okay, it's so obvious. If the dude has to work out to try to get big muscles, he still hates himself. If he has to take steroids, he still hates himself. Stop listening to people who hate themselves. If they can't expose themselves and be real, if they have to cover up or try to inflate, then they're just speaking from their insecurity. It's so easy. And with that, I'm done. I love you all. MikeyBreathes.com. Go check it out. Get the guide. Get your copy of it today. I'm going to post this on YouTube so you can rewatch it if you want to. Do not fast. For the last time, fasting will aid you ultimately. Like inevitably, it will aid you. Okay? So, clothes are bad, and so is fasting.